Hello, beautiful people of the internet. My name is Tom Gore.
I'm Leah Marina.
And welcome yet to another week of Chatting with Us.
Yes, and today we are going to discuss politics. We are going to discuss the changes and what has been consistent over the years in politics and the good stuff that we have seen in politics throughout the season, right? Thank you for joining us, and let us indulge in politics right now.
Leah, have you ever voted before?
No.
You've never voted?
Yeah, but I'm thinking to. I feel as if I'm part of the people who have never felt the need for it. Like, what will my vote do? But right now, my vote.
Are you 18 years?
Yes.
When did you get to your 18th year?
3 years ago.
Right before the previous election.
Yes.
You had your ID when we were voting last time.
I guess so, yes.
But you never saw the need of going to vote. But right now, do you see the need?
I have to.
Why?
Kwa sababu all the years we have been, we thought that election was our parents' thing. Let them go elect. And even some of our parents were telling us, "Ka nyumbani."
Your mama told you to ka nyumbani?
Not my mom, my dad. Ka nyumbani.
Oh, your dad told you not to vote? No. Why did your dad tell you not to vote? And who did you vote for?
I don't know.
He did not come and share with you in the evening that mimi nimepigia Uhuru kura ama Ruto kura.
No, the two came home and discussed politics, but neither of them discussed who they voted for.
And who was your mom supporting in the last election?
Raila.
No, that's a lie.
It's true.
Your dad too? Your dad was Ruto. So the one house was split into two.
Yeah.
And how does your dad feel right now since he was pro Ruto's camp?
I don't think anyone is feeling anything because in as much as mom was of Raila, I'm very sure she voted Ruto. I'm very sure she voted. Because 2 weeks later, whatever she was talking about, I am very sure she voted.
What was she saying?
She was saying that God knows that she changed last minute.
So she's one of the people who put us in the mess we are right now, and she's using God's name to justify a bad voting system.
She's not justifying anything. She's just complaining in her own way.
All our parents who voted Ruto are complaining right now.
Yeah, but do you think if Raila was at that seat, he would have done something different?
You see, let me tell you. If you want to know a bad person, and you've already had the CVs of this person. Okay, if you are in a market purchasing two items, item A, you know the characteristics, the bad characteristics of item A.
Yeah.
And item B, you also know the bad and the good. Both of them you know are the bad and the good.
Yeah.
But item A has more bad reputation than item B. So as a normal human being, which should be your choice?
Item B.
And then why should you go for item A?
There's a lot of contradiction and a lot of it.
I think, according to me, I think the people who are so much in Ruto's camp have been brainwashed by religion over time.
And I think that religion is what made the people vote for him.
Yes.
Nothing more, nothing less. He didn't have that big of a manifesto than any other person. He didn't have like very good things more than the other. It's the religion part that made people vote for him.
So,
and I think we're now seeing the downside of that religion right now.
Even the religious leaders are against him right now.
Exactly. And they were in full support because, you know, when he was praying and people were saying, "Oh God,
man, these people brought Benny Hinn. You know Benny Hinn?
No.
This big pastor who came and took all our money over here.
Oh my God.
You don't remember this guy who came to pray for the country in Nyayo? To pray for the country in Nyayo?
No.
This Muzungu guy. Okay, Benny Hinn was a pastor. He was a celebrity, I think, before you were born.
Okay.
Back in the 90s.
I'm just like their mother.
Oh yes, but you don't know Benny Hinn.
Yeah, I don't know him.
So if you don't know Benny Hinn, it means you're still very young.
But I heard about the prayers. I didn't see it or even follow up on it, but I heard about it.
So these guys use religion to corrupt our brainwashed parents.
Religion.
That was one of the things. That was one of the strategy these guys used.
And it worked really well.
But right now, don't you see any achievement they have done so far? The current government.
I haven't seen any achievements, but
none.
I know the promises.
Level of the promises.
No, like still now, even after Kibaso and his series, still there are still promises. Hadi Wasahi. Amani Wongo.
You haven't seen any even a little thing they have changed.
Changed to be positive.
Yeah, any positive?
No.
None.
Because you seem to be sure there is some.
I think I know of one, which I don't know if it's a positive thing for Kenyans or not. Currency exchange.
I thought the rates.
The rate when
down.
Yeah, it has gone a little bit down.
But
not so down, but a little bit down. But not compared to the previous regime.
Yeah.
It's almost there where it was.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah.
No, I feel as if it has really gone down.
I think before Uhuru left, dollar was at 120, 130 something.
And now?
It's at 120s. Okay, we can check. There's no need of speculating. We can check.
I feel as if there's a time a dollar was around 150. Mimi ilikuwa during my time.
129 now. The dollar goes at 129 now.
129. Oh God.
So they have really tried.
Okay, given the economy worldwide, not only in Kenya, they have really tried. Because I remember after the war of Israel and...
no, there's no after the war. The war is still continuing.
Okay, yeah, during the war then, the oil business, it went down. So obviously, most of the things worldwide had to. The economy ilibidi ipande. So I understand that. But what about the other promises? But there's nothing that I have seen working. Money is being spent every now and then. Everywhere, money is being spent, but I don't see the money.
I have another thing they have achieved.
What?
The president has a trademark, a Kaunda suit. That's an achievement.
For him or for the country?
For the country, our president is stylish.
That doesn't even help us anywhere. He is stylish.
Even the dollar doesn't help us anywhere.
Yeah.
So which means they haven't achieved anything.
I stand on that. They have not achieved anything. They have not.
And you see them being re-elected?
Yes.
They haven't achieved anything, but you don't see them going home.
I don't see them going home. There has been rigged elections in the past. I hope it won't happen again, but I am just seeing it happen. You know,
rigged elections?
Dictionary, a hustler is a person who achieved their means through deception.
Of course. He's a hustler.
Hustlers, they were just there.
But you people did not see that.
Which people?
You people. I want to be categorically specific. You people.
Okay, that's fine. What about the leaders below him? You feel as if they're being controlled, or they have their own free will to act as the leaders they are? You
see, in Africa, or the history of Kenya before, it has been known over time that once a leader gets into office, he wants to amass as much wealth as he can.
But it's true, because the money there is still it's a lot.
And politics has been the game of money from independence.
True. I've seen that, by the way. Corruption has been consistent.
You've touched a story about rigging.
About?
Rigging of elections.
Yeah.
Rigging of election is not something new that has started right now.
Yeah.
This thing started way before.
Before what?
During the Moi's time.
During Moi? During
the Moi's time, but I know you can't recall any. The one you can recall is only the 207 one.
I don't even think I can recall that one.
Oh, you don't know what happened in 207?
I didn't, I thought that thing was not affecting us. I even didn't know it happened. And I was still, I think I was 7, 8 7 to 10 years old there. I didn't even realize it happened. Later on, when I'm growing up and I ask my parents that when they tell me about it, yeah.
So you were never affected by the 2007 elections?
I think my parents were, but we were not as kids.
Yeah. So you don't know anything about it?
I've heard of stuff about it.
Now let me give you a little history of the current president. He started misbehaving he started misbehaving way back in 2002 when Kibaki and Raila came into power. From there, he had some scandals, maize scandals. Maize scandals.
Wait, when did he get into education as the education CS? Was it before 2002?
Ruto?
Yes.
Ruto was once an education CS.
Yes.
He has been an agriculture CS. That's the one I remember. I can't really recall the ministries.
Education CS. When? Remember, Kuingia University was at B plus, right? And once Ruto came to be the ECS, ikaletwa C plus to accommodate a higher percentage of students to the universities. Yeah.
I can't really recall that. But the one
Tell me about the name.
The one I recall is when it was the CS for agriculture back in the days during the Kibaki period. So this guy, when he was in Raila's camp, there were some fraudulent activities during the elections. Kivuitu was that time it wasn't called IBC. It was called Electoral Commission, ECK, Electoral Commission of Kenya. Not IEBC.
Yeah, not independent.
No. So there was a guy called Kivuitu. So when Kibaki lost, this guy switched off the lights.
Which guy?
See, Kibaki and the team. Uhuru was in Kibaki's team.
Yeah,
Ruto was in Raila's camp.
Oh, wow.
They were on two opposite sides. And you see there are the people who caused much violence after that election. From the stories I've heard, Ruto did not want Raila to accept any nusu mkate.
Why?
He felt like they had won.
Or Ruto didn't want the nusu mkate?
No. And if you've heard, the reason why he was taken to Hague is because it is alleged that he banned people in church in Eldoret.
Yeah, I heard of the story. I don't get. Oh God, that is so bad.
He did a lot, but he was vindicated. He was taken to ICC. Him with Uhuru. They went for cases for quite some years.
Yeah, I remember during that time I was following up on the
all the witnesses got lost. They all disappeared.
Oh, yeah. For some reason, I really wanted to hear what the witnesses would say because it was so hot. Like
all the evidence disappeared. It's like nothing happened. It's like nothing happened.
Convictions.
Nobody was convicted.
How they were able to now get
to gang up. Yeah. They ganged up and now came to. I'm telling you, Kenyans are. Should I say we are stupid?
Yeah, we are. Don't ask should I. Just say it.
These criminals come back again and we voted the bid. But it said they still rigged the votes.
Yeah.
2013. Right?
Yeah. And 2017 too.
And 2017 too, they rigged.
Yeah.
Come 2022, the master himself, after knowing all these scandals, after knowing that this guy stole some money, Kimwarer Dam, or maize scandals, weapon scandal. Did you hear about when he was the DP? There was some Echesa, if you've heard of Echesa.
Yeah, I've heard of Echesa.
Echesa was doing some business deals with these Chinese. They were selling weapons. And in the midst, there was a police officer who was part of the deal. Yeah, who was part of the deal. This police officer was eliminated since he wanted to leak out. He was the one who leaked out, apparently, leaked out all the story. This police officer was killed. The scandal was a huge news in Kenya.
Wow.
See, that's just one of the things we knew about. Allegedly, I'm not saying he did them.
But given that we know some, imagine what we don't know.
Of course, we don't know a lot.
We don't know a lot. And the fact that they have the power, they have the money. Okay, money gives them the power for them to be able to do anything they want.
So when it came to this election, we knew all these things, imagine. We knew all these things. And I was really wondering, are Kenyans stupid? Are these people using dark magic? Because
at the time, let me tell you the truth, at the time I was not supporting them. I was supporting Guru and Ruto very well. I was there for them.
But
I never knew anything about.
You are supporting them because you did not know their history.
Yeah, I didn't. I was just a baby.
Now the people who voted for Ruto this time round, these were border guys, Mama Mboga guys. Mm-hmm. These people have known Ruto from way back in 1992,
and they know what happened all those years.
All through these years.
Yes.
Ruto started attending courts back in 1995. This is the only president we've had in Kenya that has attended a lot of cases in the court. Mm-hmm. You see? But still, we forgot about all those. We thought that he's a messiah coming back to rescue us from all this.
The messiah from courts.
Mm-hmm. You see? Mm-hmm. Then, with all our minds, what did we expect? Did we expect this guy to be the president and be a good guy? If he was never the president and he has all these scandals, now I would say he's above the law. Would you expect him to change? Would you expect him to be a different person?
He would change.
Then why did we vote him in?
Was there an alleged case of rigging in the last election?
It started way before even the elections. There were these guys from I don't know which country, who were caught with ballot papers in the airport. You see?
Before the election.
Before the elections. And just right before the election, Chebukati went to Raila's house. I said that just after the elections, scandal zikianza. Chebukati went to his house to tell him, fanya kitu mzee. And Raila said, mimi nataka clean and fair game.
Can there ever be a clean and fair game here in Kenya? This is Kenya.
Will it ever be clean and fair? Yes.
If only we as people.
Yes. The question is when everybody in the political scene right now is dead.
Well, I thought of this earlier. Now let me tell you. Assume they're all gone and we elect new leaders. Do you think these new leaders, once they get into the government has lots and lots of money. These people out there, the leaders are enjoying this money to their fullest. Do you think that this, and you told me earlier that money changes people,
of course,
a lot. So do you think that these new leaders that we'd elect, do you think they'd care for us as the people, or once they got to their seats, they'd also forget us?
The question is, who are these leaders who will elect at that time? Who are they? Are they their kids? Are they the kids of these people?
If it's the kids, no way.
It is the same. The apple doesn't fall far away from the tree. But if we elect new breed of politicians, then I believe it can happen. But that's 100 years from now.
100 years. So I won't live to experience.
No, it's your grandkids who will live to experience it.
That is so painful.
Yeah, it's your grandkids that will live to experience it. But you see, every place in the world has not changed over 50 years or 60 years or 70 years. Countries practicing real democracy have been practicing democracy for the past 200 years.
Real democracy?
Real democracy.
Example?
America, the US.
Yeah.
These people got independence in 1877. How many years from there? It's almost 200 years. Do we want to compete with these people
We can't even match up to them.
So, it is not even the great grandkid of Washington. The founding father of America, his name is Washington, George Washington. Not even his great grandkid is the president. They're not even to politics. You see?
Yeah.
So this thing has changed over time and changed over time and changed over time. And the civilization has taken, because there was a time blacks could not vote in America.
Yeah.
There was a time blacks could not vie. But you see, things changed until to a level Obama became the president. There's a time a woman could not become the president. Kamala Harris was vying for the presidency.
Yeah.
See, so it will take time. It will take time with a lot of how should I call them? Technocrats being part of the system, smart people being part of the system. See, and our education system must be changed first.
Ours.
If our education system cannot be changed, which means crossing from this other side of Mwananchi to that other side of political class will be very hard. So we have to accept living this way for life, forever. But you see, if our education system is changed to match the international level, any poor man's kid can be a president.
Yeah.
You can't come from a peasant family to get the same education with the Kibaki's grandson or Ruto's kid, and then you match him in the same career opportunities, you match him in the same political opportunities. You cannot.
Okay, it's because of their background, of who they are.
It is because of their background. These people are not taken to the same system we go through.
Yeah.
Hawaendi nursery, primary, secondary, Ivo, mpaka ingie university, pale JKUAT, upande pana. These guys go to the best of the best. At 17 already ako campus. Where 17 years ndo umemaliza high school. Yako year 2. System yenye amefundishwa he's a professional at something. Already. If it's political science, ashaanza kuwa nurtured at a baby stage. How will you match him there?
No, I wouldn't even.
So it will take a lot of wits and a lot of effort for we to change our political system. Yes, we can do revolutions, but revolutions will lead our country into turmoil. Unaelewa?
Yeah, I understand.
So our politicians have messed us really up. But again, I think Kenyans are the most resilient and most hardworking people, most hardworking nation in Africa. With all the bad governance we've had, we are still the best and the strongest economy in East and Central Africa. So you can imagine if we had a good governance, tungekuwa wapi? But you see,
what would we not be able to achieve good governance?
But now you see, getting that good governance also needs a big sacrifice. Apart from having the technocrats, we can't beat them when we are outside the system.
We have to be in the system.
We have to be in the system.
We have to be educated. We have to learn. But I think from the protest this year, most people are now indulged to understand how everything is working. There's scrutiny everywhere. If you lied, they'll note the lie. They'll spread the lie. Sasa utakuwa unaangaliwa vizuri.
Do you think our fathers used not to hear the lies?
They used to.
Do you think our fathers used not to know that Moi is not doing anything for them?
He wasn't?
During the Moi era? Moi's era now, he used to know how to deal with Mwananchi. No development, Mwananchi, maisha ni mbwerere. Things were cheap. Stuff were cheap.
Yeah.
Every Labor Day he could come and say, kila kitu irudishwe bei ya Mwananchi. Food, maziwa, unga, nini. That's why Mwananchi used not to complain much.
Yeah.
But there was no development as much. You get?
Yes.
The roads, I think our roads were the worst.
During
Moi's period. There was no even apartments. This is a new owner. Kibaki revolutionized the economy a little bit.
Yeah. I think that was his main agenda and he did something about it.
He tried. That's why I'm telling you, if you get... Kibaki was an economist. So he was a technocrat. Moi wasn't anybody. Moi was just a teacher. And you know...
So Kenyans walikuwa wanafunzi wake.
When Moi was a teacher, sidhani teacher alikuwa na qualify, alikuwa na a lot of qualifications. Moi was not a smart president, according to me.
He was just
a person who got into power. Because Moi ruled for 24 years.
24.
24 years. Those
It was 22.
24 years. Those 24 years, if we had like someone like Kibaki.
Oh, Kenya.
You see?
Wow.
And
now that I think about it, imagine Moi's era with Kibaki.
Those are two different eras. During the Kibaki period, education was free. And the second term, high school was a little bit subsidized sana. School fees zilipungua sana. I remember paying my school fees at 11,000 Kenyan shillings.
High school. Wow.
The whole year. 11K. And this is a big school during Kibaki's period. During Kibaki's period, the first term, primary school was free. And we used to be given books. We used to even have lessons zingine, radio inakuja inaekwa. Kuna radio fulani, he imported a lot of radios for each and every primary school. So we had some audio lessons. Audio inakuja inaekwa hapo, mnasikia tu and you learn.
That is so nice.
So he really tried so much to, and I think during the Kibaki period is when people got educated. A lot of people got educated compared to the Moi's regime. Compared to now a lot of people are dropping out of school. Uhuru Kenyatta, the first term of Uhuru Kenyatta, he found when things were already in pipeline.
Yeah.
Because during the Kibaki's second tenure, he was with Raila, and they really tried to work on infrastructure. Now the second term for Kibaki was infrastructural. There is when the Thika Highway came in place. There is when they commissioned the SGR. They really tried, let me say, infrastructural wise.
Yeah.
And then the second time, the first time Uhuru was working, Ruto was stealing. Uhuru was working, Ruto was stealing. I'm saying from the things I used to hear. I don't know whether he was stealing, because he has never been vindicated for any case.
Yeah.
During the second term, he was still working. There's when the expressway came by.
Yes.
There's when you stole high-rises springing out of every place. So he really tried. But right now, things are going back 100 years behind.
True. No development, nothing, just living with the economy somebody else built.
This era is the time we've had even students going to the court to contest for their results, their exam. What a funny place is this?
Well, normally if you're not contented, you're free to do that. But this is the year we have seen it in action.
But I've never, mimi najua tungefail tulikuwa tunaenda kwa head teacher, nimenyang'anywa. Like imagine tunapeleka government court, ati wametuangusha mtihani. So which kind of government is this? Every sector of the economy is crumbling.
Yeah.
Every sector. There's no sector that is getting prosperous. But we knew all these things before these guys came to power.
Yeah.
We knew all of them. But the stupid us, others became tribalistic in the way they voted.
That has been there for quite a while.
Which has made us to be very, very, very poor.
True.
More tribalistic people are very poor.
Ever since we got independence, there has been the ethnic group in politics. It has always been there, and it's high time we abolish that, because we need to have a stable and just country without tribalism. We vote for someone because we know they are worth it, they are capable of whatever they are saying, they will have the resources, they have the education they need for them to govern us, not because ametoka mahali na anakaa anaweza.
But I think, come to think of it again, you see, getting a system out of someone, a system has been programmed in you, getting that system out of you.
It will still take a lot of time.
It will take a lot of time.
Yes.
Because these people programmed us from way back then that Mjaluo anapenda Mjaluo, Mkikuyu anapenda Mkikuyu, Mkale anapenda Mkale. Na Mkale akiwa hapa hii ni yetu, Mkikuyu akiwa hapa hii ni yetu. They programmed us in a lot of things. As Luos we were told that usioe bibi Mkikuyu atakuua na akuibie pesa ende na watoto. I've met Kikuyu ladies who have told me tuliambiwa tusioe na Wajaluo.
Yeah, I mean it's still there. In as much as we talk about it, our parents, some of our parents, they still tell us usioe na usinilete, you know.
So this tribalism has been there even in the system. Imagine, have you ever heard how polisi wanaongea Karao? Do you know that accent belongs to a certain tribe?
Yeah.
Which tribe?
Is it Kalenjin?
Kale, which means police system was a Kale thing during the Moist time. Jeshi alikuwa Mkale. So tribalism has been injected in the core of our society. From our day-to-day life, from everything we do. Tulikuwa tunaambiwa mpaka biashara ni ya Wakikuyu.
Ukweli.
Biashara ni ya
ni Wakikuyu.
Wakishasikia biashara ni ya Wakikuyu, wewe Mjaluo unataka kufanya biashara utaanzia wapi? Masomo ni ya Wajaluo. Wewe unataka kusoma uende wapi wewe na wewe ni Mkikuyu? You see?
Yeah.
These are the things they programmed in us, and it has subconsciously it is affecting us, but we don't know. As a society, we don't know. We just think that tribalism ni ile ya kuja kugonganisha kwa podium. No. Tribalism is our day-to-day life, is in every aspect of our lives. Unaona? Tuliambiwa mpaka hizi manyumba za Nairobi apartments za Wakikuyu.
You said that.
That's how it has been programmed.
Yeah, it has been programmed, but it's not that.
It's not like that. You see? So we should first get, as a people, get enlightened as a people. Then tuone, basi hii ifai kwa Wakikuyu, inafai kwa kila mtu. Hii ifai kwa Wajaluo, inafai kwa kila mtu. Hii ifai kwa Wakale. Kama sasa hivi tunajua serikali ni ya Wakale.
Kama sasa hivi,
serikali ni ya Wakale.